Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to another wonderful episode of The Darker Night Light of My Soul. Reading passages from my book. Well, we're not reading passages, we're actually reading the book. I'm reading it with you guys for the first time from start to finish. I have yet to do that, although I published this over 6 years ago. Either way, growth, and it's time because now is all we ever have. So I am so thankful for those of you who join me. I hope that you love the mana received from reading my book with me, The Darker Night Light of My Soul, Volume 1, Love Bites, available for download and purchase at Amazon.com, The Darker Night Light of My Soul. This is, if you are tapping in, turning on, tuning in, this is episode 2. Okay, so if you want, go watch episode 1 first. Okay, and then join me back over here on episode 2 because we're continuing from where we left off in episode 1, which is really, really exciting. So beautiful. So I'm sorry. So The Darker Night Light of My Soul, a mini lovesick adventure. So it's interesting, the publication of this book, you're always going to learn a little bit. This is like my intro and stuff like that. You're always going to learn a little bit more about the creation of this book and stuff like that. So although it was published all those years back, the story in itself was being created, although lived as written, it's years in the making. So, you know, it's funny how time can be so journey filled when you process it on a timeline of some sorts and you think about the process, the progress, you know what I mean? And so there was a lot of inner disruption during this transit, personal transit that was happening even in my own life, on my own journey, where I wasn't even in this leveling of self-acceptance as I am at this moment in time, you know, because that's evolution for us, right? As we continue, we can see time will reveal all kind of things. And it's just like, okay, I'm awakening to a sense of sensibility about how this living Akashic field that I am really, really, really is like, you know what I'm saying? And so it's very, very much interesting. I gotta lower this a little bit because I also don't want to. Right, so there's progression in our evolution, and it's nice. I'm beginning to really understand better the journey on my own documentation of my own personal evolutionary journey into the way that I might appear to be to others at this state of time, which is now, you know, and the development of even just my own comfortability, putting myself out there publicly, you know, and the breaking of those chains, right? Like my first episode ever here on YouTube land is breaking the chains, right? Because we're breaking free from these false conditionings of behavioral patterns and conditionings that do not serve our greatest potentials, right? That we are responsible for activating. So this book was a major activation for me personally, because I was breaking free from not sharing, from being more private, being a lot more reserved, and getting in my own way of my limitless potential, which is what my channels are all about in all my social media platforms, helping you to, like, the more that you see me free to be, is the more that it activates and illuminates and inspires, right? We're living muses. especially when we're activated on our most highest of octaves and living out in our fullest potential. You are a muse. If you are doing that, you are a muse, a living fucking muse in so many people's lives, including your own. And that's the awakening of the muse too. When they wake up to the power and the magic of how influential you truly are onto yourself, right? And it's just like, and now you can see the value meal to the energy dynamic that is the quantum being that is you. So that's what, all of my channel stuff is about, helping you to, not helping, but it's just my own form of expression. I'm not helping anyone, I'm just being myself on my journey, right? As you are being yourself on your journey in whichever way, shape, or form of expression that you find that you're called to, pull to, do. There's magic when you do, when you allow yourself to just say, fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it and fuck you if you got something to say. Fuck it and fuck you, right? It's like, fuck you. And it's so liberating. Like, it might sound, oh, why must you be so vulgar? No, it's fuck you. I didn't know we were going there, but it's so true. It's like, fuck you. What? But what? Fuck you. What? Fuck you again. What? Fuck you. It's so powerful. Yeah, let it be vulgar. Fuck you. Get you some activation. And then you're gonna be like, giggle. Yeah, sipping your tea. Okay. Right, but it's so true. And you feel the pulsating, right? I felt the pulsating. My ears are like, yeah. But so that's what this is about. That is what this is about. It's the fuck you to the, oh, you want to try to fuck me? No, fuck you type of liberation that happens when you're tapped in, turned on, tuned into your own energy, sense of liberation that's cracking your eggs open. And you're coming out of your egg and you're just like, mommy? Daddy? Orphan? Masters of your universe. Definitely go check out if you are here, tapped in, turned on, tuned in, and you're here and you're receiving this. I did a episode, Masters of the Universe. I don't know what it's called, but go check that one out. I use a lot, like, of different, I don't just use tarot oracle. I make my own tarot oracles and kind of like, upcycle too, different things that I use as oracles. Say makeshift, do whatever. Anyways, so yeah, definitely go check that out. But either way, I'm excited to continue this reading with you guys because I'm excited. I don't know what the hell I wrote because harsh was my environment. I have strong Virgo tendencies in my, I'm not excusing that, but a lot of us here are astrology lifted, shifted, gifted, interested, or starting to be curious and interested about it. So that's what I be talking about. That's part of my interest. So if you're not with any of that kind of stuff and you're like, then that's on you. That's okay too. You are free. I'm not here to make you believe anything that which is beyond your own personal beliefs, do you. But I am here all inclusive, right? Into this community of just evolution, right? All evolution here is welcome. Even the ones that come here for all the wrong reasons. You know what I'm talking about, when you got those kind of people that want to be like all snippy up your booty, but then be like, and then be like, I don't like, and all. We don't care about those people. Well, we do, because this is evolution. So I don't want to say that. That's just the human tough me talking, right? But in truth, it's, can we all get along? You gonna love me, right? You gonna love me too. We gonna get through your resistance and we're gonna peck at you until you grow past your stupidity. You know what I mean? Okay, yeah. So anyway, you see, I'm excited. I'm excited. I was that student growing up. So if you were shy about reading or didn't care to read and you had attitude problems or whatever, stuff like that, I was that student that anytime it came to reading, I wanted to read. I was one of the ones that always wanted to read. I love reading. So I was okay always reading and teaching and stuff like that, making lessons. I started teaching kids when I was in junior high school, because I was doing junior high school and high school. I was doing a lot of, because I was raised in a Catholic traditional family and stuff like that. So I had Catholicism courses and classes and responsibilities and things like that. So my draw to in order, like, you know, when you have to do your communion, confirmation, and all this kind of stuff, you have to pick certain services that you want to be a part of. And for me, I chose teaching. So I started teaching early on. That's how I got into teaching children. So from my youth, I started teaching kids. And I did teacher's assistant kind of stuff and worked with small children and kindergarten, all that kind of stuff. And I stood doing it even after I had finished all and made all my Catholicism requirements and all this kind of stuff. I stayed teaching, and I would teach on weekends and things like that to younger kids. Like I did a lot of like kindergarten, like the ages, like, you know, like whatever. So it's just you see how, even if you're not that way anymore, like I'm not a practicing religious nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a spiritually activated, divinely mind, body, heart, and soul tapped in, turned on, tuned in kind of evolutionary quantum being that's multidimensional, interdimensional, and just on my own kind of woke kind of flavoring, learning my own ingredients and got it sprinkling, and not just be on my poetic spree, and that's the type of thing. And that's just my ding-a-ling-a-ring-a-ling-a-ding-a-ling that rings truth for me. And I stand in that position, in that power. I affirm that too. Like, authenticity rules, and that's just how I do. You know, it's not about, oh my God, but what do you believe in? I had literally, you know, okay, whatever, this, maybe you can skip through this if you want to get into the reading, but either way, in the recent years, you thought you would like past this, like, you know, where people want you to profess and confess, oh, do you give your life to, you know, Jesra, you know, and all this kind of, I'm like, I love Jesus, the embodiment of Christ, and all this kind of stuff. And I study religion. I got books for days. I studied all different kind of aspects of religion. I even took the history of religion in college, because that's how deep I fucking go and I want to know. Right? And still, this ain't about picking and choosing. It's about knowing and grooving and evolving into the flowing of the infiniteness of this, whatever this is. You need to find the truth in it for you. And that's a discovery channel, an exciting one too. So that's what like this book is for me right now. It's a discovery channel, because the rush, the fight, the resistance to get this book out was like pulling teeth. Not the writing part, not the flowing part, not the channeling part. That's the most easiest thing you can do. when you're in the flow, when you're in the glow, automatic writing has been all I ever known. This book is automatically written. There's no thinking. What is automatic writing? You don't think about what you're writing. You just write. And every fuel that you need in writing it is gifted without thoughts. You just write. And then after you write, and the human returns or whatever becomes cognitive of that which has been transpired. And depending on your leveling of evolution and your own channeling abilities and automatic writing and all this kind of stuff, dependent, you can probably trans channel where you're there, but you're not, and you're allowing the flow. And that's a different type of growth. And that's part of everybody's own intuitive journey of growth, even in your ability. When I was a little girl and I was automatic writing, after the automatic writing, I was, who wrote this? And one of my early on fascinations too was about my multiple different handwriting. I have so many different handwriting styles. You can see it in my creative writing, especially what we'll call creative writing. I'm like, who wrote this? Who wrote this? So from a small child, even from before I can really write, because I was already writing prior to being able to write, that I was writing stories on these people they'd be like, what did you write there, Jennifer? And realizing it as an adult now, you'd be like, oh, that was just all scribble. But I was reading stories, because there was something there. So never let them knock you or try to make you feel any less about your capabilities, your abilities, and your tapped in, turned on, tuned in type of connection. People be trying to rob you of your deep ass connection because they're disconnected. Their disconnection wants you to disconnect from yours. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. That fire started. But anyway, right? So this channeling experience, that's not the hard part. The hard part is the letting you read it, publishing it. So this book went published without editing. So when this got published, like, and I put it in and without editing, the Virgo traits in me had a fucking riot act inside. And then to challenge me to fucking grow, after this was printed, I think on the first or second page, there's a typo. So when I thought I was gonna get past and start reading the book, because it happened on the first or second page that there was a typo, I put this shit down. And I was so upset. There's even a typo back here. A misspelling with estranged. Estranged. I can't even say it. I spelled it how I say it. So, fuck spelling. There was never supposed to be a cap on the dictionary either. Like your telomere. Google that. Telomere. Here. But anyway. So yeah, so I'm just sharing with you the growth and development of this book with me too. So I put this down because I was being my own worst critic. Meanwhile, oh, my guidance, my inner guidance that keeps me tapped in, turned on, tuned in. It's not even keeping me tapped, like I'm saying it wrong. Like, it's always there. It's always there. It's just always there. I don't know what to say. It's always fucking there. Right? Saying, chill, relax, let it go. It's good. You did a good thing. So the rush and the race, because I had already reached my max of Like, so this book was written, so this book was due long ago. And its due date, it's final, like, because it had set a due date. It's internal. It wasn't like I put a date on the calendar. It was just like, it needs to be done. And like, and it was crunch time. It was just like, I wrote this in a day or two. It was just crunch time. It was just like, done. Because it had to be done. Like, it was like no more excuses. It's like the dusty commentary. It's just like me with school all the time. Although I excelled in all my academics and things like that, especially in any kind of English writing courses and all this kind of stuff, the teachers did not know. Most of that time, I wrote that paper the night before. Saving everything for the last minute. This is just real talk, okay? Saving it for the last minute and having it be the talk of the town. Like, we have a paper to highlight, like, always, and just intuitively knowing, okay, that's gonna be mine. That's gonna be mine. And sometimes just reading back the things that I would write, I'm like, I don't know where that came from. But whatever. But don't let that rob you of the artist in you too, because you're the muse of the filtering of the channel too. If you're the living muse, that which is divine is you inspire that divinity too to filter through you. Do you get that? Do you get that? Do you get that? You are the inspiration for that flow. That's your evolution. All right. So yeah. So don't knock yourself out without even giving yourself a shot, like an honest truth shot. Like, most of the times people don't even give themselves a shot. And then knocking themselves out before they even begin. That's conditioning. That's that shit you need to identify to rectify. Right? How are you a transformer without being a transmuter? Go get that. What was I holding? A wand. A baton. I did pretty things. Yeah, right? So yeah, that's beautiful. So yeah. So where are we going with this? Yeah, so I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for you being here. Make sure your engagement with my channel is absolutely necessary. To especially if you find yourself here. If you're not here, how do you not you don't know anything about it. But if you are here and you're doing nothing about it, fuck you. Fuck you. Hey, you thought I forgot about the beginning part? Fuck you. Okay. So seriously, and that's you. You do that to yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not like that. Which is why I could giggle. So I have no problem showing love. Got that shit. That's forgot. Got that shit tattooed. You don't even understand. I was like in a trance-like thing when I got this on my arm because I'm so conservative. Like, even though I'm reserved, I mean, even though like I'm quirky, kooky, and all this kind of stuff, one thing about me and my conditioning too, because of professionalism and not wanting to be looked at in a certain kind of way. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but I'm just sharing with you my conditioning. I swore I was never going to get nothing where it showed. So if ever like in an interview or in a place of like business and all this kind of stuff, I was at least covered. I do have them in places that I can cover them, if any, but not anymore. You know, get what I'm saying? So that was like freeing for me too, like the symbology of freedom when you just do and you break your own chains, like, you know. And mind you, I had a love-hate relationship with this because at first I hated it. I hated it. And now it's, even though I'm not finished with it and all this kind of stuff, I love it. It was like a development. It was just like my owl butterfly here too. I got this on one of my birthdays many years ago, and I hated it for a while because it wasn't what I asked for. But now I love it. You understand? So this development within ourselves, extending outside of ourselves, it's showing. And so that's a great place to be. So either way, I want to thank you for meeting me here. Please do like this video, comment, and let me know if you're following along. Did you see episode 1, 2? Do you have your own copy of this book as well? And if you do, go leave me an Amazon review as well too, because that's helpful for other people finding my stuff. Because there's more people that have my book than have left me a review. Meanwhile, they all tell me about the book if they know me or they find me or whatever the case may be. But it's just, you know, a review is nice, because that's how we grow. That's how we build that good karma for ourselves too. That good energy, that good juju. When you do something good, it doesn't have to benefit you in some kind of way, but you know, it's the same thing. It's two-way street. You know what I mean? So yeah, thank you. And there's a master link always shared, and if you can't find it, you can always go to my about or, you know, my bio, and there's a master link, and there's every other kind of link there too for you and I to further connect on. You can find me on Instagram at Enchantress, ENCHANTRESS. That's me, the one and only. You can follow me over there. You can also subscribe to me over there. If you subscribe to me over there for just 99 cents, right, on a monthly recurring thing, you have immediate access to exclusive content shared exclusively over there. Understand that there's hundreds plus more. It's probably, the last time I counted it was weeks ago, which was at 100. So it's probably at 200, 300. It's more. It's growing daily of exclusive content shared nowhere else. Not I post over there and then later on share over there. I have done the shorter videos that I do share here, they get it earlier over there. I'm not talking about those. And that's not even that many. I'm talking about the majority is exclusive content shared nowhere else. It is also lots of exclusive DIY strategy for you, because not everybody over there is spiritual too, by the way. Okay, I just want to say, even though they're not in the same way as the way that I might entertain. Okay, some of them found the motivational speaking, the inspiration, just the energy work, the DIY, that kind of stuff to be beneficial for them too in their life. So they get exclusive content for that. And now, because they're behind the scenes backdoor, they might be opening up more to other kind of alternative styles of seeing things and all this kind of stuff. You see, it's all individualized for every single type of eye that is unique, right? So there's not the same way that my YouTube channel, my Instagram, what's public and all this kind of stuff, it's all eclectic, right? Just like my Enchanting Musical 333s, you can also subscribe to the playlist. There are playlists for all these major themes on my playlist. So you can go subscribe and follow the playlist too, and make sure that you see every single episode prior to the one that you're watching right now, if there are more than one multiple episode. So you have the evolution blog playlist over there. You have the Enchanting Musical 333 playlist. You have the live party playlist. You have the Sailor Moon Oracle playlist. By mid 2023, the playlist will all be on point. Right now, it's not the way that I want it to be, but for the most part, like this here is on a playlist too. So you can follow the Dark and Night Light of My Soul playlist so that you can make sure you watch every single episode. If you don't want to buy the book, you read the book with me in parts. Okay. Either way, before I continue on, this book is also a oracle. So you don't have to read it from start to finish. You can also just use it as daily motivation, inspiration, light code activation. You can turn to any random page. You can have something on your mind or not, or just have your own divine message for yourself at this time. You turn to any random page, and it is most guaranteed that the message will apply, if you know what I mean. And you just take it in and breathe it in deep and let that be your motivation, inspiration, mana that was needed. You eat that up and you evolutionize that out. And that is what this is all about. So yeah, so the oracle aspect of it, it was something that came to me a couple of years after publishing this book, where it was like, because when I started being guided to pick this up off of my shelf, I started throat chakra clearing. I started to just open it to random pages, since I was really annoyed about the first page or second page that has a typo or whatever the case may be, or it's missing a word. I don't remember what it was exactly. But so I started opening it to random pages, and I found that the random pages just applied. And so, you know, in my own intuitive downloads, it was like, yeah, that's what this is. Can you appreciate it more? And so, you know, I started having my own relationship with just turning to random pages. Look, there is more to this life than we will ever seem to know, you know, and it's just like, love will drive you bonkers, right? So, so I started to do that and started to have deeper insight with even just this channeling experience. So, I love this book, even though I haven't read it yet. But that's the developmental process of my own relationship with the Dark and Night Light of My Soul. Volume 1, Love Bites. Volume 2, Death Becomes Her, coming to a theater near you soon. But either way, you can get this on Amazon yourself, have it delivered to you. If you have Prime, then you might already have it as a Kindle edition too, because it's offered as a Kindle edition too. But the only thing about the Kindle edition is that you can't, unless you just, you know how, like, because I used to have a Kindle that I use, you can just scroll with your finger and let it land on a random page, or like that, and then stop, to have it as an oracle. Or because for me, I'm a book whore, so I like books. I have collections of books, which is also another reason for you to subscribe to my Instagram. I share a lot of my collection stuff that are informative, that are helpful. So you get a lot of DIY strategy, recipes too, and just inner sights to help you masterfully master your own alchemy on a day-to-day DIY, because you could do it yourself every single motherfucking time. Rise to the occasion and alchemy sensations, right? Because you are getting in your United Nations. So yeah, poetess sensations. I am a poet. So yeah. So either way, yeah, we're gonna read more of this for today, and any other babbles that come in, you'll see. But you know what I mean? I just figured, because this is, when you see this is gonna be around Valentine's Day time, but either way, Valentine's Day time energy, it's just for the humans. Like, don't get me started and be like, oh, it's not really the whole massacre and all this kind of stuff. Granted, if you want to tap into those energies, then please do. But either way, this book is about love. Right? A cosmic meeting with another soul shocks her whole. What are soul connections? Are these things real? Bear witness to this love-sick story adventure as it unfolds, as it is being written while still being lived out loud. There comes a time when two souls meet and greet, and upon meeting, neither are ever the same again. Or is it all in her head? Such a profound connection made, and yet two lovers go their separate ways. Meanwhile, life connecting them in every single way, estranged, life, schizophrenia? Was this connection all in her head? Or is there more than meets the eye? What is I and whom is I? Seems to be many a question. All the possibilities swirling about, and yet her ghost lover still is nowhere to be found. Wonderland's class clown. Was it all a dream? Is love something invisible? Questioning her beliefs and everything she once believed to know, she wakes up to a whole new reality. Are there things existing all around us, invisible to our physical eye? What are souls on fire? Who are our flame igniters? Is this her happily ever after unfolding, or is this her long-awaited trip down into her padded self? Time will readily tell. Learning through her own out-of-this-world experiences, she knows for certain there is definitely more than meets the eye. When two souls collide and intuitively connect, their flames ignite as love takes a bite, evolving their entire lives. Then again, it could all just be in her head. Question everything. Nothing is as it seems, and this love-sick adventure certainly proves just that, as it bites love into every page, spreading flame. That is what this is about. That's the author right here. That's me. That's me. Great. So give me one moment. When I come back, we will begin where we last left off. So if you are new here and you have yet to see episode 1, please go watch episode 1 before continuing on with us and me, episode 2, as I read from you from my book, The Dark and Night Light of My Soul, volume 1, Love Bites. It sure does. Welcome. I just wanted to read today's quote, right? By being yourself, you put something wonderful in the world that was not there before. Edwin Elliot. Beautiful. Ready? So we are continuing where we last read from. So I'm going to go to the previous page, just so that I can get started. Feel love's attunement in any of our relationships, especially relationship itself. If it is not filled with loving feelings, it ain't love but karmic testing time. Need a rest here now, guys. I read that much last time? Yeah. I feel like no. Oh, God. Give me a second. Sorry, I had like skipped ahead. So we're more around here, I believe. So I'm going to go to where I remember last reading, okay? My wonderland of curls, coloring their swirl, expressed from my vessel, infused in activating my I, in I, mind, body, heart, and soul. All of these passages revealing themselves in bits and parts as I continue to awaken with my own discoveries. Discovering parts of me within these discoveries of parts that exist deepest into the wells of my own existence. What is this thing we call life? Saturating my appetite as love takes its bites into my life. Such sweet delights. This is life. In the discovery of these parts, unification, I am met with even more parts, purification. Everything that is existing and all knowing is a huge part of this part, a part. This is art. It is in these parts my well of gifts do exist. Inside each and every one of us, if only we dare to leap more often and dive well into our wells of delightful discoveries, the things we could and would uncover, discover, uncover, undercover lovers, hungry for more. We all should inquire some more, hungry for more, mind blown. All these parts playing a part for some bigger part that plays a part in the entire part, form, life, structure of every whole for our whole, cosmic whole creator contributing my share, twirling my hair, uncovering what is there. This world is fair, hungry bears. Care Bear stares down into towns, loss of gravity. May peace be with you and also with you. Removal of pollution all around, over here, energetic whiplash all around our multidimensional universe, flames combust. Soul elevators, braver, greater, all consuming. Cosmic whole contribute and share contributing, my share of love so rare. In service, our entire whole with my peace finding peace. Small pieces build my whole with gratitude, sharing equals caring, twisted journey and absolute adventure. Wholeheartedly, I surrender. As my soul lovers bites into my soul, I am met with unification. I come undone. Journey deepest with me as part of love's undressing. Journey deepest with me as a part of love's undressing. Welcome to love's sheer clarity filling madness. Cosmic orgasmic. Love is magic. I am met with each piece of a piece of a piece that makes up this part to this bigger piece, forming this whole, all being scrolled onto these pages. Journey with me as love rips me open, forcing me to feel love's rapture engulf me. Unbeknownst to myself of its built-up starvation, love leaves me to die. As I die, I quench for its thirst. Death grips struggles of our souls. I am reborn of built-up starvation, and as love leaves me to die and quench for its thirst, I am reborn. Love bites into my soul. This lover's crusade that I'm currently on has in every way knocked me off of my feet, feeling love's heat. In love, I remembers how to fly straight into the land of Oz while dancing inside of Wonderland. She takes refuge inside of Looney Tunes. You must understand that what is hidden from view does not necessarily imply it any less than true. It can happen to you. Perception is our cue. With poetry and art, there is news. These enchanting pages of stages of forbid our love. Now bold, being sold, finally spoken out loud, undeniably proud. In the meeting of my flame, my desires gain death to shame. Awaken and awake and reminded of what it means and feels like to be alive. Another typo. See what I mean? But it's okay. It's okay. I wasn't allowed to participate in the making of this. I was only supposed to make it. Okay, let me go back to the book. My flame's mirror delivers our soul shock, falling down this rabbit hole. Love's wonderland adventure, flying together in warp speed. When souls collide, they receive. Awakening the beast, ancient creeps. Love's beauty keep. The presence of my flame taking me back to many places in time. All, to be exact. Our encounter mystifyingly surreal. Behold, I have found my muse. Quickly, someone prepare her padded cell, for she is alive and lives to tell. Entering inside love's wonderland, visions rad. Heightened awakenings immediately activated as two souls excitedly meet and greet, VIP. And souls' lifetimes of remembrance. Power in inner knowingness. Inner knowingness meets her schizorella. Love can at times appear trippy. Lovers can get all testy with one another, even when not consciously aware of all that is there. Love bites dare. Truth is, we are all scared, scarred, awoken by my star. Love bites down hard. Beautiful, by far. Leaving me to question all of my own reality. Waking me up even more and further guiding me into living my life with absolute conscious awareness. Even when I have no clue as to what is really going on around me on a whole other multidimensional other level, I still take the dive, discovering love's hive of newfound awareness, guided by I. Patience is I, who believes in the world left unseen, existing inside of me, we, us, our sharing universe, you, me, verse. You have no idea the mind-blown reality that has goofed along my path, my way, the fool's journey, safe. Inner knowing the way. Innate roots, ruler understanding that for reasons unknown, this is life as we have it. So grab it, hold tight at the reins, universal trolls by design, further awakening minds over time. Love shall be mine, divine rights align. All shall see our awakening stirring deep, our soul's essence being. Never do we sleep, no more. What's meant to be shall be. Facts of life guaranteed. Redefine all you believe yourself to believe. Revalue your worth existing inside. The rebuilding of your golden ancient shrine. Soul travelers sublime, echoes through space and time. Now kindly do drop down this rabbit hole of mine. Wanderlust filled with surprise. Love and adventure hiccuping along the way. Paving our ways. Breaking every chain. Let love transform your world. Believe, receive, achieve. Know what I mean, jelly beans? What colors do you speak? Stop, drop, and roll. So you know me, acronym whore. Always wear your metaphorical bra.
Always wear your metaphorical bra, always believe, always receive, and you shall always achieve. Wear your metaphorical bra.
I don't wear a bra, for those wondering. It's bad for you. many causes to a lot of blood clots, poor blood flow circulation, and a lot of other kind of fuck shit, backache type vibes. And well, how do I hold my tits in a line? Oh no, I got a little one. But self-massage. Hold on one second. Yes, so in this book, like I explained in episode 1 and stuff, it's written as it's read. The way that I'm reading it is very whimsical, right? It's a whimsically written, like easy read. You can go from left to right to middle to thing. Yeah, very whimsical poetry. What do you mean? Love is something for us to radiate within, exuding on out. That is what love's really about. What is your problem about? Root-covered lies, roller coaster rides, gifts, surprise. For these are the days of our lives. Surprise, surprise. Love is joy-popping news, priceless this view. Readers audio tune their tune-up, attitude adjustment sort of stuff. She went to a few AA meetings herself. Now I remember reading this. So I know that I went back a few pages and stuff like that from the other one, but so what? Okay. So maybe we missed a couple of things. That's just the way that it is. Okay. Feel love attunement. Yeah. In any of our relationships, especially relationship itself, if it is not filled with loving feelings, it ain't love but karmic testing time. Need a rest here now, guys. Experiencing that repeat cycle in life over and over again until what needs to be learned is finally actually really learned. So I want to point out actually here because look, at actually highlights act. I get it backwards. See how ACT? You must act. Actually, do you know what I'm saying? I'm getting this. This is the first time I'm reading this. I think it's very informative. Need a rest here now, guys. Experiencing that repeat cycle in life over and over again until what needs to be learned is finally actually really learned. Lessons displayed in disguise. It is time to open our eyes. Love is blind. Blind is us who do not feel nor understand love behind conditioned eyes. Love's shakers rise. This is powerful. I'm trying not to cry. This is powerful. I'm so glad I did it. Be proud of yourself. It's most important that you're proud of yourself. This is our attitude adjustment, okay? Oh my gosh. So which brings me to attitude adjustment. So definitely go check out the video, the pick a topic one. The pick a topic one of those topics talks about this attitude adjustment type of thing. And it offers a really DIY strategy that is very helpful to you. So if you have yet to see that one, definitely go check that out. I don't know, but go check it out. You know what I mean? Okay. Love got you some help. Feel love's attunement. In any of our relationships, especially relationship with self, If it is not filled with loving feelings, it ain't love, but karmic testing time. Need a rest here now, guys. Experiencing that repeat cycle of life over and over again. Maybe that's how it feels like for you. Like this repeat cycle too. It's like, I need a rest here, guys. I need a rest. But here's the solution in the next line. Until what needs to be learned is finally act. Actually really learn. Lessons display in disguise. It is time to open our eyes. Love is blind. Blind is us who do not feel nor understand love behind conditioned eyes. Love's shakers rise. This is the like code activated book. Definitely get you some. Love's constant drive into us, creating inspiration. Oh, yeah, screenshot this if you could. Producing magic from within, spellbinding effects affecting positively our outer world. Believe in every possible way that love knows the way. Let love lead the way. Leave, bleed, breathe. Mind, body, heart, and soul. Naked are the eyes. Love reveals itself in all due time. Divine right time. And in human terms, this also means it's never the time we want it to be, because us humans wait impatiently, believing that there are limits to this thing we call time. And I kid you not, divine time rocks out to its own divine beats and does not care how much we huff or puff about it. Silly rabbits, time does not exist, and yet it does. Paradox world for us to conceive, perceive, see, achieve. In the meantime, most wearing their masks. This is before mask. But it's just funny. I'm just laughing. In the meantime, most wearing their masks, fools disguise, hiding their eyes, runners hide and go seek. How you truly feel inside. Do you know your lines? Hungry every time, running with their lines, hollering something about no time, the time, no time, we're late, it's late, deliberate on what the rabbit tries to deny. It's crazy. Deliberate on what the rabbit tries to deny. By design, we all disguise, runners and hiders of ultimate truth. Absolute, do not pollute, give a hoot, know your roots, find your place inside of this race, create your space, makers pace their steps, alchemical best, true makers of our own time, running out of time, illusions, convoluted, bogus, an eye for an eye, time is of our own essence, wonderful surprise, in feeding out our minds, creators of time, white rabbit lines, while rabbit is late, time for escape. White rabbit lies. Lies and lines. Wait, am I showing? No. White rabbit lines. Lies. Anyway. He's late. Public views growing weary, becoming judges of love's fate. Ridicule them debates. Can you hear us? Would you, could you finally see? We the people, for the people, Judge all people, including you, Rabbit. What is to debate? When you are late, what have you to say? Deliver us from the evil people? Oh dear, have we all gone mad? Well, would you look at that? Rabbit is nowhere to be found. We all sure do have our look-see around, Rabbit traveling around, totally oblivious to us hunting him down. For love's time is now. Tis is rabbit season. Oh my gosh. Isn't it the fucking year of the rabbit? It just happened. Yo, shit's going down, yo. Maybe we should be reading this book. Oh my gosh. Tis rabbit season. Yo, this shit was published years ago. And we just entered rabbit season. I have never read this book. Tis rabbit season. What? 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 I'm just gonna confirm that. Give me a second. I could do it with you.
Tis rabbit season, isn't it?
Year of the Rabbit, 2023. People, they believe that there will be more disruptions and instabilities in the year to come as a result. The year of the rabbit is the year of the rabbit lucky. It's a symbol of longevity, peace, and prosperity in Chinese culture. 2023 is projected to be a year of hope. All right, we'll look more into that. A year of hope. Rabbit season. I could cry. Tis rabbit season. We are gonna write that down too.
It's rabbit season.
Wow. Wow, thank you for being here with me. Wow. Oh shit. Well, I can find the page because it's rabbit season. Rabbit season. Tis rabbit season. Hunters hunt the hunted. And then it's haunted. So let's see how that is. Okay. Right. So hunters hunt the haunted, sounding of all trumpets, eating their delicious crumpets, love's timing perfect. Oh my gosh. What is happening this year? Bolting me awake during these crystallizing, realizing times. Is this what it feels like to feel alive? Frankenstein? Inside this hive? What is inside my mind? This hive, sounding more like Dr. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bolting me awake during these crystallizing, realizing times. Is this what it feels like to feel alive? Frankenstein? Inside this hive? What is inside my mind, this hive? Sounding more like Dr. Jekyll and Mrs. Hyde. I will tell you this. When love takes its hit, cradles inside of its fist, stronghold, never letting go, singing every single hit. When two souls collide, pieces of them begin to die. Into the spider's ring they go. Neither of them really know. Love leading their show. Awakened from their blind. Feeling so alive. Entering inside of love's owned hive. Hypnotized. That look in their eyes. Recognize. You, me, we. Love is free. Lover is you. Lover of my soul. Pricking me open until every last drop of blood is dropped. Letting go. In love. For love. With love. To love. My process within begins. A fool for love. I step into place. Entering this race. Letting go of this place. Learning to let go and further expand my own consciousness of reality, expansive understanding, knowing that there is more to this life that meets the eye, things lingering about unseen, dreamers believe, unconditional love emerging out of darkness, loving this feeling it's breathing, new life into us. Two lovers must find their own ways to push their ego to the side, letting go of their pride, another typo, embracing the fire burning inside, ultimate cosmic high. Soul connection can't be humanely described, ancient code prescribed, from the beginning of time, oracle am I, love written for lifetimes, future shrine. Love blind, first in flames to life. Love is life. Our human understanding, due to our upbringing and limited conditioning, may at first find it most difficult to comprehend the profound level of connectivity we can and do have when we meet other souls walking this earth. The level of profound connection two souls may upon meeting can be one of the most truly difficult things for our minds to rationally comprehend. Yet these feelings we find ourselves denying to no end. Time to be your own friend. Finding myself consciously asking myself, which role will this new person play for me in this lifetime? What karmic reality will be playing out this season? Whom are you? Whom am I? Awakening the I inside of I. Truth is, who we are is more than we will ever fully know. Waters of life run deep, awakening the depths of my soul. Love's storybook unfolds. Open your eyes, acknowledging your ancient shrine. It may take two to tango, but it will take every conscious effort and practice of you, for you, in this lifetime to remember who you innately are. Shooting star. Awaken. Walk between the lines. It is time for us to be naked with ourselves, finding strength within your faith. Believers, truth receivers. Believe in yourself and your golden rays of love's soul potential will shine. But in the meantime, enjoy the bumpy ride. For in this awakening depths, we will hit many, many highs as well as many, many lows. Love at first aches our bleeding soul. Living in the absence of thee, my heart undeniably bleeds. Reminder to self, love is free. My muse believes, no matter how difficult things may seem. He believes in the vision of our dreams. Faith is all we need. He sings. As dancers dance, love lead, believe, receive, achieve. Crafty imagining is me as love hits the street. Working in loving alignment alongside our universal creator. Creators are we. Dare yourself to believe, receive, achieve. Always wear your bra, metaphorically. Trolling the yellow brick road of rhymes, the Wizard of Oz shines your way home. Love bites are bold, soothing one's soul, taking hold of every scream. Love bites supreme. Flames ignite into their bright light. It's time for us all to believe in love's dream. Schizarella finally free. Genius are we when determined to succeed. Albert Einstein declares, genius am I, when I dare to use inside of this hive my own mind, body, heart, and soul. Watch as her universe unfolds, legends foretold. These universal laws for manifestation, crystallizing us into divine righteous alignment as soon as we surrender to love's awesome majesty, magically delicious and nutritious. I am, I can. There is magic to be seen, felt, shared, tasted, explored, discovered, time to observe. Listen to love's sound. That means to actually sit in silence and kindly be quiet, please. Witness as lovers naturally resist their own surrender with every savory love bite, stubborn with delight, beyond rational comprehension. Lovers stay and hang tight, savoring every bite, for the creeps come out at night. Private eyes rise in love. This lovesick wonderland adventure first began, starting from its end, calling him my friend. Lovers let go in order to manifest their full potential at growth. Fairy tales coming true. Patience and evolution's our friend. As she walks away, he looks away, shuffling away, both desiring the other to stay, as each silently prays, feeling like the end of all days. Soul gut-wrenching pain. A little too late, a twist of fate, as she turns the page, igniting waves, she takes center stage, loves the stake at stake. Wherefore art thou, Romeo? As she lets him go, introducing her to glow, moving rather slow if you ask me. There goes inner listening. Pay attention. As she takes center stage, in preparation of her reign, there are voices to be heard in our own silence. Schizo appeal, questioning her own selves about what is really real. Love is the deal. Oh, I wrote the words for flame. Lovers plead the battle of when I sit and listen. In the meeting of our face to face, soul to soul, intertwined we are whole, coming undone. This world appearing not fun, life on the run, finding our sweet place of home. Nobody's home, the meeting of our mirrored reflections, dripping wet. We are saturated in love. Your songs speak of love, our love. As I listen to your scream, telling me what to do, I hear you. I hear you. What to do, to do, to do, to do. You knowing fully well that I see clearly now, no longer hidden are you from me. Lovers see upon flee, feeling your pounds beating me loud, singing our song all along. Home alone, dancing away, should have stayed. Drips of you all over me, imprints stained, sacrificial lamb, body of Christ. I love you for life. Who knew staring at you from across this room, saying to myself, what is this goddess to do? Looking at you, what are you going to do? What are we going to do? I tell you 3 + 2 years later, we still haven't done a damn thing. All right, we're gonna read about 1 or 2 more pages and then I gotta go. I tell you, 3 + 2 years later, we still haven't done a damn thing. Ring-a-ling, the cosmos think and think. Epic fail. For the startup of this Wonderland tale, of this thing we like to reference as love, coming over to you live from Love's Insane Asylum. Are there really such things as soulmates, twin flames? Are we too conditioned in our beliefs and thinking that it's easy to completely disregard all of our out of this planet, can't be rationally explained cosmic types of experiences when meeting certain people in our lifetime? Are deep soul connections encounters too far-fetched for us to truly ponder, wonder, explore, and believe? Yet many can find themselves relating from their own experience, connecting with other souls, and yet chalking down their soul cosmic connection to something belonging to their imagination? Connections connecting us to this feeling? Could two people connecting be truly kept apart? Tearing hearts? It comes at what cost? Are we not more than these bodies? Down the rabbit hole of love's whirling adventure, we dare do go. Is our physical reality the only thing in our lives that we perceive to matter? Meeting mad chatter, tons of chatter. When really profound connections are made between souls upon meeting, should this extraordinary event moment not be further explored? Or must everything lead to sex? Chillax, this is just a test. What did you expect? Cultural effects? Introspect? An eye detect? Do not shoot the messenger, for this is only a question to stimulate your mind's eye. Awakening the I and I, right? Within you too. Love, lust, faith, dreams, souls. What are we to do? What does this all mean? Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Honestly, no, I do not. Welcome, my child, to Insanity Workshops 101. What do we really want? Who do we really know? There is more of you to grow. Down the rabbit hole of souls finding own. What on earth could prevent two souls from further exploring their newfound, intense, most real life soul connection? Apparently, many things could, if only reality would take a chill pill every once in a while, gifting us swiftly less difficulty this time around. No more clowning around. But that would just make life a bit too easy for us all. So down the rabbit hole of love's fairy tale adventure we go. Question every blockage caused by all the rubbish sent your way. Never settle. It is the only way. Before pointing your fingers every which way, look inside yourself. We usually have ourselves to thank as well as to blame. For every action and inaction, stance and step we take chooses what comes next in our lives. Creator's life. If my last statement above rattles your every nerve, ask yourself why. In the end, we are our own love shakers and makers, instant bakers. We are our own reasons and our knots. Sudden eruptions of detection circling about, splattering of love on the floor. Open love's door, let it rain, let it pour. Hungry for more? My heart awakening me into this crave. Uncaged on some foreign stage, inside of Wonderland's maze, igniting waves. Let love take center stage. Something quite profound occurring in our meeting. No longer will I question illusion over my reality. Romeo and Juliet type of feel. Does anyone know the real deal? Because all of this sure does feel sort of unreal. Star-crossed, or do stars cross? Insult to Cupid, if you ask me. Ferocious our love beats when denied their heat. Foolish cries of hearts play out in riddles. Love carries a fiddle, has no need to mince words. Precious soul beats, unleashing rhythmically, intricately, souling together beautiful weather. All the while, Tweedledee and Tweedledum walk in opposite directions to inevitably meet once again. Ancient lovers. Maybe they fed it to us all wrong. Lead love astray, let love find its own way. When love is yours, set it free, and when it finally returns, slap him silly for taking so darn long. Humor is born. Love and simply laugh. When two souls meet and greet, flaming beats. Everyone around them feels their chemistry and heat. So much so, words fail to speak. Love is flaming hot. Love can never be stopped, nor can it be denied. Third eye blind. No matter how often and hard one may try, love takes its bite. And when it does, it leaves its mark, piercing right into your heart. It was in this awakening, meeting a total stranger on the surface, as it would seem, appear, be perceived to be. Yet every other part of this experience, felt and perceived intuitively, was ever so more real. Like every part of me knew every part of him for real. Love has caused me to see, feel, taste, experience the strangest of things. Questions about reality. What is really real? This most serendipitous, checking me at my pulse. Am I still breathing? Unable to let go. He takes me to another place and time, defying all logic and earthly understanding, unable to articulate into logic, into words, the supreme profound experience. I continue to move forward and away, turning into the silent stalker in so many ways. Even the year that I looked away, he felt the pain, stabbing away as we disengaged. Have I gone mad? Breaking bad, pretending not to feel sad. Words left unexpressed, feeling depressed, the sinking feeling in our chest, intuition put to the test, awakening we undressed as we continue submerging, discovering new depths independently at best, not at a moment to rest. Our heightened awareness soars and our senses put to the ultimate test. With reality, our overdrives, losing our minds, love bites into our soul. The maddening sensations of leveling up, of elevation, definitely felt and received. Love's hit and run mysteries creeping on, we transitioning, meeting of our dawn. Love opens our gates, introducing us to unseen potential, creating passageways that produce aligned seeds for love's harvesting. All right, so I'm gonna end that there. That was a lot to take in. And discover, 'tis the year of the rabbit. There's hope, right? There's discovery. There's so much greatness, and you're awakening too, you know? So this is The Darker Night Light of My Soul, Volume 1, Love Bites. Go get you a copy. Go get you some of this delicious manna that you could eat up all by yourself. You don't need to wait for me to read it, or you can read it along with me and even dive even deeper, because no matter how many times you pick up this channeling thing, energy, right? Like code activator and all this kind of stuff, it is a portal in itself. It is a portal in itself. It is a portal in itself, right? You will constantly always receive new downloads, you know what I mean? Uploaded into your like coded activation system, right? So yeah, it's a mini love sick adventure. Volume 1, Love Bites. Volume 2, Death Becomes Her. Coming soon to a theater near you. So either way, this is available on Amazon. That is the cover, right? Nothing is as it seems, right? So you see the heart, See the clitoris? The clitoris? Oh, I said that. I didn't need to say that. But yeah, the abstract art of the galaxies entering into the womb of new beginnings, right? So I had wonderful revelation reading this with you today. Although you'll see this later, it doesn't matter. These messages are timeless. This is a full moon bloom, seriously, like full moon. Wow, I'm astounded a little bit right now. Personally, Um, yeah. So with what has been read here, I'm gonna pull some cards. This is where you tap out. Thank you so much for joining and for being a part of this live book read. If you are going to continue moving forward with me, that is dope as fudge. We're going to continue. We're going to just see where this is developing without reading forward. Like I said, this is the first time I am actually reading my book from start to finish. Not saying that I haven't done these kind of, like I said, I used it as an oracle of personal insight for myself, where I turn to any random page and receive the insight that is needed for that moment in my now time at that time, right? So either way, I'm enjoying this. I hope that you are enjoying this too. This is the opportunity to like this video as well, to show some support. You can also leave me a comment and let me know how do you feel about journeying with me through this light code activator. How is it triggering your evolutionary system? You know what I mean? So give me a moment. Thank you so much. Welcome. So we're gonna pull from here and stuff. So we'll see what else wants to be highlighted about. Alrighty, so here we have 2 cards that fell out, right? So wishes coming true and common law union. You may have a live-in relationship that is bound by love without the matrimonial rules, right? Someone will possess all the qualities you ever wanted in a partner and dream come true, right? So there is some kind of wish come true, some kind of union too, or you might be in some kind of union that might not be traditional. So that's also another thing that is coming for some souls. So for some evolutionary souls who may have not settled down as of yet, right? There's a wave of souls who have found their life partner, right? Oh, so definitely go watch Choose Your Own Topic Oracle, the juicy one. Definitely go check that one out. I think it's timestamp 2 story, timestamp 2. Because so what I feel like too, so there's a wave of souls who are entering or who have been involved in some capacity with their life partner, even if they are not yet with their life partner. So in some capacity, you are having an experience with your life partner, and it might be in a way that, so this is like if you work together, or if you're just friends or associates, or have, you're in the same environment in some kind of way, or maybe you're just dating or like that, living together, not traditional in terms of marriage and things like that. But either way, there's a wave of souls that are partnered with their life partner for this time, that are highly evolutionary beings. So this is like what some of the humans would call like a power couple dynamic. It's a very harmonizing kind of experience with this person. Like there's harmony even when there's chaos. So it's like you are each other's like calm in the storm, Like there's a calming in every storm. There's a truth, right? It's transitional. You're attracting a relationship that serves a transitional role. Could be a perfect pastime, right? So this transition, so this love is going through this transitional period, this stage of becoming, right? So it may be that, because so this wave of souls, you don't have the traditional mission like those that have settled on and getting married in this world. Like this is different. This is different. This is opposites attract. It's very different. This is like different cultures, different backgrounds, different histories, different lifestyles coming together. There's a difference in you. There's not something that's the same. Like this is, you guys come from, so this is like truly different upbringing, different culture, different, there's something different. There's something so vastly different about the two that I'm talking about, the souls that I'm talking about that are finding their life. This is a world of difference, right? You guys are not the same. This is like that like an odd couple. It doesn't have to be odd. You're very complementary. You're very complementary. You fit well. You look well. You feel good together. So you're the feel good vibes together, right? And it's quite apparent, especially if you guys stand next to each other. It is quite apparent. It's felt. It is something that is felt. It's powerful. And so you don't have the traditional slow and steady. So you don't have the traditional settlement like most people do, like you either get married or something like that. Like this has nothing to do with that. This is a connection that goes beyond this world, this time thing. This is the leveling of comfortability with each other that this world doesn't explain this leveling of connection and stuff like that. It's impossible to be explained because there's no right. So something feels different about this love and you're not afraid to charge ahead. Hopefully this love will last, right? So something is charging ahead too, like, so there's a development here. But either way, like there's something happening. So with this wave, right? There's a leveling of infection, like, so there's some deepening, right? There's something, it's whether you're so falling fast and this staying, it's important to stay grounded in this connection, which is part of it. So it's like the example, it's like these life partners that are forming, that are bonding, that are leading the way. It's like you're leading the path of evolution that is needed in couple them. And it doesn't have to meet a traditional, you could be married. I'm not saying that you're not married or anything like that. You could be married. But there's just something different about your union that is bringing, like, married with children, right? So like it's bringing forth a new legacy of creation, right? See, I know what this is implying with these cards when they're saying love triangle, but this is not how I'm reading it. Married with children, love triangle. I feel like it's creating a trine of something that's creating more and more life, right? There could be a pregnancy too, right? So, but this is creating more, right? So this is like a partnering that is creating, it's fertile. Like you are fertile in barren lands. Like, so like you see how this land around her is barren, but she's pregnant, right? So that is what this union brings. It brings forth this fertility, this abundance, this prosperity to barren lands. You're creating the change, right? And you're in it for the long haul, right? So this coming together of however non-traditional you're choosing to, even if you choose to remain just, so this is like people that are like, let's say lone wolf status, right? Both the man and the woman, right? And they just don't want to complicate things, right? Granted, it's part of the evolution to get past that resistance and all this kind of stuff, but there might be certain life partners on here that are not in the evolution of romance either, and might just work so well together in as a team. Like there's like a soul tribe kind of team, right? So it's like a soul tribe kind of team that just works so well together, right? You'll want to be together, but you feel that the stars are working against you and have some bad timing, right? So maybe it's felt like that for some time, or maybe that's the breaking, right? That's the breaking of this mix of signals that are happening here too. So that could be creating one to be on guard, right? But into the unknown, you keep going, right? So there's a development happening here because there's so much happening in this transition that's happening in love right now. Because love is leading the way. So there's a natural, genuine love, and love doesn't hurt. And look at this, it's growth, it's a pregnancy, there's something, a new love, right? A new love. So a new love in the relationship, a new love entering that you may have a child with, right? Like seriously. Common law, and you might not get married, right? In the traditional sense. Opposites again, right? Attracting, but like friends first. You might be friends with this person, right? And there might have been interference before that was keeping this, but it may not. It's just the way that it's growing. It's the smart way to grow, right? Everything's not about sex, like in the book, right? Marriage relating to. So yeah, there's you will either take your relationship to the next level or you will get married. There's much to celebrate. So there is much to celebrate. This is the year of hope. So for the wave of souls that have not settled down in union, right? For whatever reason, or it's the emerging, the transition, it's been developing with a union and all this kind of stuff. There's a reason for that. Because you're the alchemy tool, you're the alchemy key, you're the masters of the universe that are creating the new paradigm shift of energy, of example in your coupling that needed to be learned by each of you individually, right? You had to be complete all on your own. Like you had to be. Like I understand that couples, they grow together, but you have grown together, even if you haven't been together. Your growth stimulates their growth, vice versa. It's the same thing. Each one reach one, teach one. It's how we're each affecting each other and influencing each other in that kind of way. And so there's been this masterful development, like this mastery happening in the master's workshop, in this love dynamic that requires divine right timing, because so much pregnancy, look, this shit keeps popping up. Literal too, I'm getting it literal. And this may be a confusing ride too, during this time too, literal, but also just birthing something new in this relationship too, right? Birthing something new because there is an awakening to the depth of the connection, like the genuine love that's shared, right, with these opposites attracting, right, one another. They're drawing in and they're creating. So it's in that. So it could even be challenging with the families or just with the type of different like people you are. Like I just saw like right, like too, and you guys can possibly even work together as well. That might have been stirring for a while, these romantic feelings that are taking place, right? So love. So for those, I want to talk more about those waves of souls that are different in their life partnering in this world's evolution. They have an important role to play in the Earth's evolution, the human evolution of healthy, wealthy, stealthy relationships, romantic feelings, right? Get courage and dare, right? So that's what's happening now. So daring to go that extra. So there's power couples that have been already working this new wave of souls getting together with their life partners too. So you might see some master couples, and like I see this guy on my Instagram that I follow, and I've shared his stuff. Luke Cohen, Luke, something like that. But he shares, he's like a huge evolutionist, revolutionist, spiritualist, wonderful, wise, beautiful soul. You can see it in the way that he speaks, his demeanor, and the content that he shares, and all this kind of stuff. Evolutionary with care, but lots of humor. I love it. Too, and he shares his relationship. Not much, but I'm just saying. But if you look at the dynamics of their relationship and the divine masculine, divine feminine energy embodiment, whether it's true or not, or whatever the case, I'm not going diving deep. I'm like, oh, people always share, and they can have a whole bunch of other fuck shit happening in behind the scenes. For imagery purposes and for artistic purposes and for learning purposes now, the imagery of that which is depicted does not appear to be so. So if you go check out the way that he speaks of this love dynamic of partnering, this life partner that he has, and that which they create together, it's fucking beautiful. So it's couples like this, right, who are out there life partnering, that are creating the emerging life partnering hookups. I don't want to say hookups, but the life partners now that have been lingering or been going through the transitionary period now are now going to unite, right? They're uniting now, and it's through like our forefathers, like, you know, like, so it's like people like that who have been so open in this kind of love dynamic of be calm in your love, marriage, right? Happening here, right? So like, so this leveling of because it's talking about forgiveness and it's talking about healing, so major healing that is created. And so like the meaning, all right, yeah, so okay, what I'm trying to say is that there's a new wave of life partners that are part of the solution emerging, and their dynamic of power couple, superpower coupleness is exactly what's needed for the paradigm shift that is already here, that is already shifted, and it's continuing to grow and into its infinite potential in spaces and stuff like that. And there's a new wave of souls entering a new era that is a bumpy ride because you're still in the transition, but there's a transformation taking place between life partners. Life partners uniting, and in it together from this conjecture, this point of growth, of evolution that they're currently on, is the right ingredient that they needed to be in order to unify in this term. Like they had to get through the ring, they had to go through the ringer first to fine tune the greatness in them to be those great complementary partners for each other. So when they may have met, they may have still needed to cut ties, do certain kind of things. And so that has been the transitionary development that they've been doing each independently on their own. And now they're at this point of trying, this trying, that's trining, that now allows for their union to take place. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Let's do some Kama Sutra up in here. Let's see what's gonna be happening on Valentine's, you hear? The class. Valentine's is for divine couples, divine partnering, life partners, you see? This is not encouraging promiscuity. This is divine coupling. Kama Sutra. Valentine's Day specials. Let's see what the universe wants you to go explore. The butterfly, some intimacy, some more. It's like, okay, baby, I love you because I love you like a hound dog. And you got me glowing the juniper because we're unhinged. And then I like to zen and pause because you are my sidekick, my sidekick, my side chick, my side. Because we are the victory. Why? Because I want to curl up with you. Because you're my ship. I kneel in full surrender to the beauty that is you. I love 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 you. The bandolier. We're gonna make some music. You hear? We're gonna bandolier. The lotus blossom. This is why you get pregnant. The lotus blossom. The slip. The slip. The afternoon delight. Okay, so this is Valentine's Day Nucky. All right, what's gonna happen on Valentine's Day for real, with the people that, right? That you're still here. The double decker. Valentine's. Okay, what's gonna happen here? Let's find out what's gonna happen on Valentine's Day. Let's see. What's gonna happen? Okay, so let's put the double decker back. The crouching tiger. The crouching tiger. Wow. The basket. So lots of intimate, heartfelt connecting, right? Heartfelt connecting and trust. Because you got trust over here. So there's a trust. I can trust you behind my back. Behind my back, I can trust you. In my face, too. I love that we can explore one another. I want to explore your body. I want to explore. I want you to be wide open for this experience. I want you to be open. I want you to light the candle. You are the candle. You are the flame. You are elevating in every kind of way. Untamed. The sliding. So for those of you that may have not been intimate yet, let's say on Valentine's Day, or we're just thinking a day, okay? We're just saying, because it doesn't matter. These are fluid. It doesn't have to be on Valentine's Day, okay? Okay, understand that. But it's gonna happen like a slide. It's gonna be so innocent. Like it's like it's gonna be unexpected. It's gonna be like a slide in. It's gonna be like, oh my gosh, we kissed. Oh my gosh, we did this. Oh my god, we made love. Oh my gosh, like, and then you're just gonna keep doing it. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. I represent Queen Shoes, raised out in Brooklyn. Doing it and doing it and doing it. The popular. Okay, so I'm gonna use some athletic flexibilities and like to be upside down. For those of you that don't have vertigo, the enhanced down. Okay, circulate. Right? But here we go, the cosmic pole. Some tender suckling. Yeah. Right? So look at the triumph arc. That's what it's That feels so good. All right. So this was a little mix up, even though I'm gonna still call it the dark and highlight, the proposal. Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. So thank you so much for tapping in, turning on, tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you're looking forward to enjoying more of my channel with me. This is a very eclectic, evolutionary type, revolutionary channel that do not tie me in or box me into one type of anything. I switch it up as I switch it up. That's what's up. Yeah, so thank you so much. Check out all the playlists. Come say hi. And oh my gosh, thank you so much. We are almost there at our new 1,000 plus reach of subscribers, where I go live with you guys and we do giveaways, cash prizes, let me buy you a drink and stuff like that for every 1,000 plus subscribers that we reach, up until we reach the 10,000 plus subscriber mark. We are celebrating with a live party. So we are almost at live party number 2. I'm excited to party with you. That's thanks to you. So thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Share this my channel, my content with those that you feel that should eat them on it too. You know what I mean? Yeah, so there's so much more to look forward to. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you. Bye.